Hi everyone, welcome to What's Happening in Brazil. Let's start with the latest news from the country.
The Federal Court of Brasília, Brazil's capital city, rejected a complaint by the Federal Prosecutor's Office, which intended to reopen the case in which former President Lula da Silva is accused of taking bribes for the renovation of a ranch in the city of Atibaia, inner São Paulo state. Lula, who is one of the main candidates for the presidency in the upcoming elections, had his condemnation in this case invalidated by the Supreme Federal Court. At the time, the court understood that Sérgio Moro, the judge who condemned the former president, was partial during the judgment. According to the judge that rejected the new complaint, it is not up to the judicial power to act as an investigator or as an accuser. The magistrate is the guarantor of the due legal process and the guarantee of the comprehensive defense and diverging opinions.
Você imagina essa menina denuncia o Bolsonaro, fala, olha só, o meu ex lá tava todo dia com fulano de tal. Meu irmão, ela vai foder o cara, ok, pode até foder, mas vão acabar com a vida dela de verde, amarelo, azul e branco.
An exclusive audio obtained by Brasil de Fato shows a conversation in which the entrepreneur Bernardo Belo from Rio de Janeiro threatens someone who can possibly denounce him to justice. Belo is a member of the militia group Escritório do Crime, accused to be the executors of the councillor Marielle Franco, murdered in 2018. The woman threatened in the audio is Júlia Lotufo, Adriano da Nóbrega's widow. Nóbrega was a former police officer murdered in 2020. He was one of militia's leaderships and had worked for the Bolsonaro family in Rio de Janeiro. Julia presented an accusation to justice, disclosing the names of those who worked with Adriano da Nóbrega and how they were involved in several crimes in Rio de Janeiro.
Chico Mendes, a rubber tapper and union leader murdered in 1988, became a symbol of protection of the Amazon region. In Brazil's north, in the state of Acre, the extractive reserve named after Mendes is under political pressure because of private interests.
Um compromisso moral comigo de que essa luta não posso largar, mesmo que tenha que algum dia receber balas assassinas, mas nós temos compromisso de levar para frente.
The main target of President Jair Bolsonaro's government, the legacy of environmental preservation left by Chico Mendes has been reduced to ashes. Proof of this is the destruction of a sanctuary that bears the very name of the rubber tapper leader murdered in 1988 for his struggle to preserve the Amazon rainforest. The Chico Mendes Extractive Reserve in the Brazilian state of Acre was the second most deforested among the legal Amazon conservation units in July. Data from the Amazon Institute show that 30 square kilometers of native forest were cut down. This area is equivalent to approximately 4,200 soccer fields. The reserve, created in 1990, is home to around 3,000 families who extract rubber and collect nuts.
Nowadays, the set of trees are many, it has multiplied. And on top of that, we have to continue with loggers, ranchers, and land grabbers incessantly exploring the Amazon. However, today there are legislative bills which affect precisely these territories.
And the National Congress, Bill number 6024 of 2019 proposes to reduce the limits of the Chico Mendes Extractive Reserve by 222 square kilometers. Chico Mendes' daughter explains that the processing of the bill alone has already caused damage to the families.
They talked a lot of rumors, and people began to slice up part of their areas to sell them. So we are in a situation where we really need to think of collective solutions to face all this.
The bill, which has interests in mining, also proposes a change in classification that would diminish the rigor in preserving the place. The pressure comes from within the Commission for National Integration, Regional Development, and the Amazon. Of the 11 parliamentarians elected by the state of Acre, only 2 spoke out against the proposal.
Those who are invading and deforesting the Chico Mendes Extractive Reserve are part of the same organized group that has been causing mass invasions, especially during the Bolsonaro government, responsible for dismantling the entire inspection and monitoring system.
Inspired by the Boi Bumbá legend, a traditional popular festival from northern Brazil, the coastal city of Ubatuba in São Paulo state created the Boi de Conchas. It's an urban opera in the coastal style with a lot of music, dance and singing.
A little bull that fled his fate of slaughter and went to live in the sea, from where he returns full of shells as soon as he hears a song calling him from the shore. This is the story of the Ratambufi baby bull, a legend created by the artist Júlio Mendes from the coastal city of Ubatuba. The story is performed every year on the city's streets.
It was a libertarian movement on the street in front of a second-hand bookstore I owned, and we used to demonstrate there. The Boi de Conchas play was written there, did you know? Due to my interest after I had read the story. It caught my attention, that universal story, a dreaming bull that transformed his own life instead of following a path traced by others.
The legend is a recreation of the Boi Bumbá traditions, but in the molds of the Caiçara culture. It has songs, dances, and singing created by the local artists themselves.
Because when we celebrate Boi de Conchas, it's not simply Boi de Conchas. There is a lot involved there culturally. Things from our land, the music part, the dance part, the instrumental is the fandango Caiçara.
Ana Carolina Sorrentino has participated in the celebration since she was 3 years old. The bull was the inspiration for Carolina's career, who works today as an actress.
When people look at Boi de Conchas, they remember that period when Ubatuba was humble, small, when everyone knew everyone.
During the pandemic, the celebration did not stop. It was adapted. On October 29, the city's anniversary, the bull reappeared, bringing dreams, joy, and strength to the people of Ubatuba.
And now it's time for Brazilianism.
Widely consumed in the Middle East, the curd is a dish we always find in dairy farming places. To prepare this recipe, you will need 1 liter of milk and half a cup of industrial curd or whole natural yogurt. It is important to see the label because it should only contain milk and yeast. Boil the milk and let it cool until it is just warm. Mix with the curd or yogurt. Transfer the contents to pots or platters. This is a kind of homemade curd. You can use a rectangular plastic box or a styrofoam box. Place the pots on a cloth and in the middle of them, a hot water bottle. Cover the pots with tea towels and then a few quilts over to keep them warm. Close the box and wait for at least 24 or 48 hours if the weather is too cold. Take all the pot contents and place the curd on a fabric. Wrap it in a bundle and hang it to a sink faucet for the night. Under the pack, I put a small pot to collect the weight. The next day, the curd will be dry. You can make it salty or sweet. For the salty one, take some of the curds, put it on a pot, and mix a little of the whey to make it creamier. Season with a pinch of salt, lemon zest, black pepper, red pepper, and parsley. Drizzle with plenty of olive oil, and to finish, add mint leaves. For the sweet curd, mix it with the fruit jelly of your choice.
Did you like the show? So hit the like button and share with your friends. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel to receive notifications. We will see you next week.